burning with entitlement and bluster, running circles around your very own personal feedback loop from hell.
Am I numb to the pain? Am I numb to the pain? Am I numb to the pain? Is this all in my brain?
Would be seeing you for your back.
Correct. Well, physical therapy, apparently here we come.
Don't let me go falling. Don't let me go falling.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for clicking on the video. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. I appreciate the fact that you're taking a little bit of time to hang out with me today. And you guys wanted to know the results of the MRI, so I got it right here. Now keep in mind, I'm not a doctor. I don't know everything about this, but as you saw, I will be going into some physical therapy. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I have not been to any yet. My first appointment's next week, but for those that are interested in the MRI results, clip notes is that I have 3 disc herniations, only one that is serious, but still, I mean, 3 herniations does not sound too good to me. So the first herniation is the L3, L4. That's a small one. The big problem child here is the L4, L5, where I have a very severe disc herniation. There's also some end plate spurs on all these discs. I don't know what that means. Narrowing of the neural foramen. I don't know what this stuff means, guys. I really don't. And then I also have a small herniation on the L5, S1. So some pretty severe damage. Everyone keeps asking about surgery, guys. I'm not worried about that. I'm not even thinking about that. I honestly believe in my mind that I can will my way to anything, and that's just the way that I think. And maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I don't even want... No, we're not even going to talk about that. So what the heck happened? How did all of this happen in the first place? You know, I don't know 100%. It wasn't like I was maxing out on deadlifts and I pulled something. It was a lot of micro traumas over a long period of time, I'm guessing. But here is what I do know.
Tell me go big.
This will take all the subjectivity out of it. I'm just gonna lay out what I was actually doing during the time that I got hurt.
See, mama said I go far.
So I was waking up about every day at 4:30 so I could get to the gym at about 4:45, 4:50, and I was getting about 6 hours of sleep per night or so, maybe. One thing to remember is when I get into the gym, I have been awake for maybe 30 minutes. And at that point, your body is not awake and alert enough to go and try and move heavy loads of weight without some proper warming up, obviously. And that should be common sense. But what I found myself doing was I got in a bad habit of rushing through my warm-ups because I tried to get to work by 7:10 at the latest. I really shoot for 7, and I didn't want to, I viewed it as waste my time with all of this warming up because I wanted to get into the actual workout as time was limited enough. Now, as you can see, it probably was not the best idea.
Am I numb to the pain?
Now, if you guys were following along, you would know that I was in a caloric deficit. I was cutting for the first time. I was trying to lose a little bit of weight. I was getting lean, and I got the leanest that I had ever been in my entire life, and that is definitely not good for recovery.
Y'all think I got this all figured out, but man, nah, I don't.
And then on top of that, you add a very high volume program. I was running PH3 by Lane Norton, and I could just tell by the way I felt that the volume was too high for me. But in my mind, I was like, you just gotta suck it up. So I kept on going.
Up to that label, I just tried to be myself.
I don't know if you guys can see this one down here. It says genetics. And I put that last because I feel like that's the least important. But the doctor did say that even if I wasn't weightlifting, I probably would have back problems just by the things that he saw in the x-rays and the MRIs. Asked if it runs in my family. I said, yes, I think my dad has had a surgery back in the day. I'm pretty sure. And that, to me, though, this is a cop-out one. I don't even want to give that one any attention. It's just something I thought I would mention.
And if I never make it, it's okay, I know you're there.
Now, we're all about recipes on this channel, and this looks like a recipe to me. A recipe for disaster. Now, obviously, I hate cliche sayings, but hindsight is 20/20, and I was destined probably to hurt myself. I don't want this to sound like working out in the morning is bad, because it's not. I mean, if you do it appropriately, if you do it properly. And I also don't want to say, oh, this is Lane Norton's fault because I was following his stupid program and he hurt me. Guys, he wasn't holding a gun to my head and making me do this. I should have listened to my body, and I didn't. So all of this is my fault. I'm the reason. I hurt myself. No one else was doing it to me. This kind of ties into a book I just finished. It's called Extreme Ownership. I think you guys would really like it, and it just talks about everything that happens to you and essentially your fault. And really, when you think about it, it is. So I feel like this is like a lot of bad news, right? I mean, I'm not getting the best news from the doctors, but what good can come out of this?
Tell me that you feel my pain tonight.
Now, in my mind, this is a skill set. It's something that I've gotten much better at over the years. and that is finding the good in situations. And I don't want this to come off as fake or cheerleader, rah-rah motivation or corny, but it's just something I honestly believe in. And I feel like if you can do this, if you can genuinely do this, if you can buy into this, sell yourself on this, then you will be much better off to deal with problems in your life. And it makes me laugh when people have these great things going on and they find the bad in great situations. Take being rich, for example. They're like, more money, more problems, and now I have all these issues because I have all this money. I'm like, shut up. Anyway, we're gonna find the good things about being hurt. Not sure how well you guys can even read that, and it's kind of a joke, but it says get jacked. And what I mean is I'm gonna be able to work on body parts I don't typically train. My arms, my shoulders. I'll do a lot of fluff work for my chest and my back, really work on the smaller muscle groups, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be able to try something new. Powerlifting is very repetitive, it's very monotonous, it does get boring sometimes, so maybe this will help liven things up a little bit. Appreciation. Just like everybody else, I take things for granted, and it is impossible not to until something's taken away from you. So when I couldn't go into the gym until now, I really appreciate being able to just move around a little bit more than I ever have. And it really is humbling when I'm celebrating being able to walk on the treadmill at 4.2 when I could only walk at 2.8 when I first started. I can finally find pants that fit. And again, this one is kind of a joke, but seriously, it's an issue that not only I face. I know a lot of people that do a lot of squats and deadlifts, they're like, we can't find anything that fits us. And I do not have that problem nearly to the extent that I used to. And it's been pretty crazy, actually. Just the way that things fit me differently. I have not been able to hit legs in a few months now, and they have definitely shrunk. I can tell by the way my clothes are fitting. I can tell by the way they look. And I'm not necessarily upset about that because I always thought my legs were too big. It didn't really bother me, but I was like, if they shrunk and they stayed as strong, that would have been the best of both worlds. What I'm really concerned about is how much strength they have lost. I don't even want to think about that, but it's nice. And now I'm able to fit into some nice joggers. So the Alpha Clothing Company ended up sending me a big box of stuff. Stop! This is not sponsored. I'm not getting paid. Before you dislike the video, let me just tell you why I'm doing this. But first off, when you start a YouTube channel, you get inundated with companies wanting to send you stuff, try to promote their products. And honestly, I say no 90% of the time because it's hard to incorporate them into videos. It just doesn't have a nice flow. There's just no good way to integrate it. Although I will say for this one, that was a pretty good transition if I do say so myself. But I've heard of the Alpha Clothing Company. I was never like, oh, I want to go out and buy them. I just didn't know. I didn't know that what kind of brand they were exactly, but it never really piqued my interest, okay? I'm gonna be 100% honest. They're probably, why do we send this guy anything? But I've been trying on their clothes, and I will have to say they definitely exceeded my expectations. I was not expecting to like the clothes as much as I really do. They fit very well, and these joggers that you're seeing in the workout are large, and these probably would have fit even before I got hurt and my leg size was still the same. They do fit very well. Now these mediums that I'm wearing right now, there's no way these would have fit, but it's just a tighter fit, but I guess that's kind of the style right now, so it's nice to be able to pull that off. I just want to give you guys a heads up, you'll be seeing me wear it in a lot of future videos. If you guys want me to do any specific reviews, or if you're curious about anything, let me know, but I'm not affiliated with the brand at all. I'm going to link them down below. I know for a fact there's some people out there with discount codes. If you guys are interested and want to save some money, absolutely use their codes. Goku Flex, I think, has one, and I'll list any others that I can think of. But overall, very, very impressed, and I would definitely give these guys a chance if you're in the market for something like this. I gotta be honest with you guys, I think I'm most excited about these jogger shorts. They are so comfortable. I wish they would make a pillow out of these things, and they actually fit me. I'm pretty excited about this. So yeah, I would definitely check those out. Now, I feel like I'm getting this free stuff because of you guys. You're the only reason that they're sending me anything. So let's give you something. So yesterday was actually my birthday, 27 years old, but probably none of you even knew that unless you follow me on Twitter. Pretty sure we talked about it there. Snapchat, I pretty much made it well known, and maybe even Instagram. I don't know, but I only say that to say I want to feel validated and important, obviously, because that's what you do on social media. So that's how we're gonna do this giveaway. All you have to do is follow me on one of those 3 things to have 1 submission, 2 of the 3 to have 2, and 3 of the 3 to have 3 submissions. And all you gotta do is like the video, this YouTube video, comment down below 1, 2, or 3. It's gonna be the honor system. I trust you guys. And then comment something after that. Don't just type 3 because I wanna know what's going on in your mind. And maybe, I don't know. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep it simple. And yeah. Unfortunately, between working and going out afterwards, I didn't have any time to really film anything yesterday, but you guys would have loved it. I had to have gotten close to 10,000 calorie challenge. I mean, I ate so many brownies, so many cookies. It was awesome. But the good news is macros don't count on your birthday, obviously. And then they don't count the day after either if you're still going to have some, I guess, post celebrations. And tomorrow's Sunday, so macros definitely don't count then. It's going to be a long weekend of eating. This is how delusional I am. I thought I was going to be able to make a waffle sandwich with this omelet. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this omelet is about 6 times the size of these waffles. Better luck next time. But it's 11:30, just having my first meal of the day. We'll get on something else.
Did you lie? Girl, I had a wife. Heard you got a spliff. Call and we can split.
That is awesome. I have not had these probably since last
year when we brought them to you.
I gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah. Losing control and I'm out on the road and I'm losing myself. Been on that liquor and seeing these women, it's scouting me out. Yeah, we just young and dumb trying to surface. We just young and dumb trying to surface. Riding on a wave with no purpose. I got my girl in the city.
What is this?
I think it's this. Something like that. Maybe. Apple tarts? Apple tarts. I think is what it is.
She be rolling nails when she with me.
Wow.
I got a girl in the city. Then I fell in love with my city. We been pushing L's and we tripping. We been rolling around with them 20s. Yeah. Girl, I never want them. Girl, I just want you. They my whole bitch split.
The amount of cookies, brownies, cakes, all of that I've had in the last 2 days has just been a little bit ridiculous. But I figured we had to end it off one more night of fun. What the heck? I'm telling you, these pumpkin cookies, I feel bad even saying anything about it because you probably cannot get them unless you can go to Springfield, Ohio and go to Schuler's Bakery. It is just so fantastic. But I hate going home. So the fact that someone from home would bring these to me is just the best of both worlds. I'm just gonna shut up.
Now, girl, come back to me, come back to me.
In addition to macros not counting on your birthday, they also don't count if it's for a good cause like breast cancer awareness, of course. And I cannot tell you the last time I had a cupcake.
Baby girl, you're mine. I want you.
So luckily, got my carrot cake, got my vegetables in for the day, and it was a very intense few days of eating. There was a lot of crap going in my body, but to me, it's just, it's just kind of part of life. You have events, you have things going on, special occasions, whatever it is. It's just, don't sweat it. It's not that serious. Just go get back on track the next day or maybe 2 days after, whatever it might be. Like for me, I don't think I'm going to be having sugar for at least 6 or 7 hours until I wake up and have a pumpkin cookie with my coffee. But after that, I'll probably tone it down a little bit. And I don't feel the best right now, but it's just part of it, I guess. So I'm going to end the video here, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch. You guys could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. That thumbs up button helps me so much, and you made it to this part. You had to have liked something. I look forward to talking to you guys next time.